What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, bringing you a video today. And this video is going to be a little bit different than my typical videos that I make. Typically, I'm talking about a subject such as either gaming news, gameplay, sports, just different things that I notice in relative news and stuff like that. But this video today is going to be way different than anything that I ever talked about on this channel. And the only reason I'm making this video is based off of an experience that happened to me today. Really this evening, happened a couple of hours ago. And, I thought real hard about it and then decided I wanted to talk about it and just get other people's opinions about what happened to me, and just find out if this has happened to you before in your life and what your experiences are with that. So basically what happened to me today is, for the most part, I kind of have a mix between eating out and cooking. For the last little while I've been eating out for whatever reason. I just haven't had the notion to go and cook my food for dinner and stuff like that. So tonight was like any other night. I decided I was going to get something to eat. So I went to the closest place to me to eat something, which is Bojangles, which, I don't know if, depending on where you are in the country, you would know what I'm talking about. But Bojangles is no different from any other chicken fast food place like KFC or Popeyes or whatever the case may be. Same type of deal. It's a fried chicken place where they sell fried chicken and chicken sandwiches and roasted chicken bites and all sorts of and the fixings and all that stuff. So I decided to go there just because it was going to be a fairly cheap meal and no different from any other day. And I had decided what I was going to get to eat. I was standing in line and the guy was ringing up my order. And here's where it got really strange. So this is what I wanted to discuss, and just let me know in the comments section below if this has happened to you or what your experience is with this. So literally, I wish I could make this up. As the guy hit the button on his screen to ring up my order, he told me exactly how much it was. A man literally walked in the door just as he hit the button, walked in front of me, and said, "I'll be paying for this gentleman's order today." And I didn't know what to do. I was caught by surprise. I didn't know what to say. And I still vividly remember he pulled this black card out of his pocket. It was just solid black. There was no writing on it. He handed it to the guy. The guy swiped the card. And I remember I said, "Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Are you serious?" is what I said. He said, "No, I'm dead serious." He shook my hand, took his card back, and walked out the door. And that was it. I didn't know what to do. I've never seen this man before in my life. Never met him. Never seen him at this establishment before. But it was like something out of a movie. He literally, just as I was set to pay for it, he walked in, said he was going to pay for my meal, paid for it, shook my hand, and then just walked out the door. Didn't say anything other than what he said, and that was it. Didn't see him again. So what I wanted to discuss is, has something like this ever happened to you before? Some people might think, it's no big deal, but to me, I was like, what possessed that man at that point in time to decide that he was going to pay for my meal? I don't know why he decided to do that. His timing was perfect, and he didn't say anything other than he was going to pay for my meal, and just reassured me that he was seriously paying for my meal. And that was it. I mean, he didn't get anything out of it other than blessing me with a meal. So, I mean, I don't know how to look at it. I mean, is that just a random act of, goodness? I mean, how do you explain it? It's not like he was standing in line, he saw me, maybe he felt I couldn't pay for it, and then just decided to pay for my meal. Like, he didn't even know that I was even making a purchase until he opened the door right as I was paying for it and then said, I'm going to pay for this gentleman's meal tonight. Or, he didn't even say gentleman, he said, I'm going to pay for this young man's meal tonight. And that was it. So, I mean, I know on this channel I don't try to get real spiritual or anything like that. I just try to keep it strictly, sports and gaming and all that stuff. So I don't really get into spiritual stuff. Definitely don't get into politics on this channel. It's not my place. I don't feel comfortable doing it. But this was something that just got into my spirit and I just wanted to talk about. So one is just, it was just a random act of goodness for this person to help me out. But on another hand, I mean, I don't know, it's like, I've had this happen to me a previous time about a good 8 years ago, and I had the exact same feeling that I had today. And the other time was, I had been traveling, doing ministry work and stuff like that, and I remember my position was that I assisted the pastor that was doing the ministry that we're doing. And I remember during the service I was standing outside the door, and I remember this older lady walked into the place that we were holding the service, and she literally just handed me money and said, said to me, here's money for you to go. And I remember at the time she just gave me the money to go get a haircut. Now, it's not that I didn't need the haircut or anything like that, but I mean, it's not like I couldn't afford to get the haircut. I just had chosen that I was just going to do it myself. And I just hadn't got around to really, lining myself up and all that stuff. But I remember when she did that, it was just, this feeling came over me as though it was like, I don't know, like a guardian angel. That's how I felt at the time then. And it's the way I felt when this man walked in and paid for my meal for me. And it was just so weird. I remember the man looked like, he looked like a combination, like if Bruce Lee and, what's that guy's name from Star Trek? George Takei? I don't know if I'm saying his last name properly. I'm probably not. But he looked like a combination of those two guys mixed together. And it was just like, I just felt like someone was looking over me and helping me out in that situation. And just helping me to... And it's not like I couldn't afford the meal or anything like that. I had the money in hand to pay for it. It was just like, he knew that I was going to pay for it at that point in time, even though he wasn't there to see that I was even placing an order. I could have just been asking a question. So it was strange. Like I said, the card that he pulled out was nothing that I've ever seen in my life. It was just a solid black card with no writing on it. Just some, real strange stuff. I mean, if there's a card out there like that I haven't heard of, leave that in the comment section below and let me know. Maybe it's just some special VIP card that I've never heard before. But typically there's usually some sort of some kind of writing on a card, whether to say whether whatever card it's supposed to be was a Visa, MasterCard, or whatever. But this thing had no writing on it. So, anyways, just let me know. Like I said, if you're still watching this video and listening to the commentary, let me know in the comment section below if anything like this has ever happened to you. If you've ever had an experience where you felt that it was something extraordinary, something that's not normal, something where it just literally cannot be explained through normal conventional ways. Because, like I said, it did not, in my spirit, it did not feel like this was just a random act. But, I mean, you know, there's some people out there that would just feel that it was just, maybe this guy was someone who just goes around and pays for people's meals and stuff like that. I don't know. But it just didn't feel like that in my spirit to me. So, if, like I said, if you've experienced that before, or you know someone who's experienced that before, just leave it in the comment section below. Just let me know what experience you had, how you felt at the time. You know, what did that person do for you or do for someone that you know, and how you felt after that experience was over. Because, I mean, for me, after he had paid for my meal, it's funny enough, the guy who punched out my meal actually messed it up and didn't give me exactly what I wanted. But, I mean, I was like, man, I can't go and argue with the guy that made my meal that, hey man, you messed up. I actually wanted to get a large drink. I was just so happy that I got the free meal. So it's like I said, I'm not one to, you know, talk about religion or spiritual stuff on my channel, but something led me tonight to make a commentary about this. Now, it's not usual for people to do random things like that. You know, I know some people out there that probably would have denied the guy and said, no, I got it. You know, sometimes out of pride, or sometimes out of just not believing that someone would do that for them. So, I know the guy who punched out my meal was kind of confused too. But it's just a weird experience. And like I said before, I felt the exact same way that I felt like 7-8 years ago when that lady came in and, you know, paid for my haircut. It was just like, she came in there, she gave me the money, told me that was what it was for, and then she just walked out the door, and she never attended any of our services. It was just so weird. It was like she just walked in the door just to give the money to me, and then she just walked out the door, and I never saw her again. She never called in to say she was going to come to the service. She never attended any services. I never saw her again. It was on the first night, and that was it. So, I don't know what to say. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you're still watching it, leave a like and you know, if you like the video, and just let me know how you feel. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and have a great day. Peace.